I want to point something out. Unless you're a man who is, say, 6.5 feet tall, and 300 pounds of pure muscle with a jaw like an anvil, I no offense, I guess I have a pretty good jaw too, but even guys like me, like women don't, unless we're very promiscuous and very good at it, they don't even want us. It's really very sad for me. I don't know. They don't want us. It's how it is. Sometimes they do want us. It's weird. I don't know. It's not weird. It's how do I describe this? I guess I'll just speak for myself. Women want me, but not all women want me, and it's not always. It's always obvious. I don't know how to describe this. Basically, if you know anything about the number system or whatever, 1 through 10 or whatever, I always rate myself an 8. You might not be able to tell because I'm really overweight right now, but I'm basically an 8 out of 10. And my jaw is messed up from being beaten as a boy. I have to jut it out and do mewing to make it normal. See? That's the difference. It's a slight difference, but it's kind of a big difference to women. What was I gonna say? Yeah, speaking for myself, I can get with any woman who I want to be with. But I don't want to be with just any woman. I'm very picky. And women are picky too, but I'm picky as well. Sometimes I'm less picky than other times, obviously. Like if I haven't jerked off in a while, then I'm going to be less picky. But for the most part, assuming that I've jerked off once or twice that week or whatever, I'm not going to even pursue a woman. Unless she piques my interest somehow. That might sound really gross. I don't know. I don't know why I even brought that up. But anyway, I just want to mention that even if you're an 8 out of 10 like I am, according to the number system that some people have devised on the internet, even if you're an 8, or if you consider me a 7, I guess, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Anything above a 6 is good, or whatever. Anything above average, you can get a girl. I don't know. They don't want us anymore, they just don't. That's what it feels like. Or rather, it feels like, I don't know. It's like, in my 20s at least, for the most part, women didn't want me until I got bigger, I didn't grow any taller, but it's very confusing to me because I know that a woman will want me if I work. Not if I have money, but if I'm working and, make money for a place to stay in, like an apartment or even a home, like a house. As long as I'm doing that and I socialize well, like talk to people well, like women don't really care. About who I am only physically or whatever, it's kind of interesting, yeah. Some guys who are better looking than me, like they don't even have to try with women, they get really complacent. And people just hand them money, basically. Like that guy GigaChad on Instagram. That's like the only example I know of, but you're not going to run into too many 6-footers, you know what I mean? or whatever. You're not gonna run into too many guys who are over 6 foot. I'm 5'7.5". That's average. The average is like 5'10", so I'm within the average or whatever. I think women consider, like, I don't really know, to be honest. I can't even remember what I read about this, but, and it doesn't matter anyway. Like, you could be short and a woman's still gonna like you if you lift weights and have muscle, or if you just have muscle naturally, or if you gain muscle from lifting and keep it on, which is what I would advise. You're not gonna keep all your muscle on, but you probably keep some of it. Anyway, that's why I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm an alpha male. I don't know. But most people say 8's where you want to be at, like 8 or above, to get like a lot of women. At my peak lifting weights, I had almost every woman interested in me, but not quite every woman. Pretty much every woman who I would want to go after for a serious relationship. Now I just live alone and I try not to have sex because it's sinful to do that out of wedlock. Anyway, I don't know why I'm shaking my legs. These boots are very lightweight and I walk on cement a lot, so my legs are kind of damaged. And I'm trying to like relax them, but I can't, so I just do this with my leg and it's really annoying. I can't wait till it snows, because I have another pair of boots that are snow boots and they're a little bit thicker. They're quite a bit thicker than these boots. So my legs won't hurt as much. I don't want to wear them yet because my feet will get too hot. Anyway, yeah, women like me when I'm working, I don't know. It depends on the woman. You just have to get into their heads. That sounds kind of terrible. What I would rather do is find a woman who likes the way I look, but likes what I do for her more. Like, kind of like what the World War II generation was. Because that makes sense to me. I just watched this anime called Grave of Fireflies. The Grave of Fireflies. And it made me weep, but my point was, in this video, that that generation, that World War II generation that fought, even the Japanese side, it's very industrial, and it's very, it just makes a lot of sense to me because the world's still a lot like that. There's AI phones now, I guess, but like the phone I'm speaking to you, speaking through to you from. But yeah, women, I don't know. I do feel that they don't care about me sometimes. I feel as though the younger ones, like the ones in their 20s, like they don't, unless I'm lifting weights, and really unless I'm lifting weights or I've gained some money somehow, they don't really seem to be very interested. But women my age, like 30s, they're more interested in settling down, and it's just I know they've had a lot of sex because I had a lot of sex in my 20s. That's just generally speaking. Depends on the woman. Some women have only had 2 or 3 partners. That's still a lot. And they'll probably break up with you later, but that's why I don't get attached anymore. But I wish I could. Because that's what I need. I need a family. I don't need these one-time flings and short-term relationships. There is one woman on YouTube who I kind of like. I don't know if she likes me or if she finds me embarrassing or what, but her name is Alice of the Palm. She's an Asian woman. I find her very interesting, but don't know if she would like me or not, and I'm going to give her that much space to think about that because I don't want to force anything on her. I could be more seductive, but I'm not going to with her. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm just ranting right now. The rating system, whatever number you are, it doesn't really not matter, and you should looks max, but just try not to worry about it too much.